Okay, so good morning po. Welcome po sa ating procurement activity for today. So before we start po, may we request everyone to please stand for the opening prayer to be led by Engineer.
Pwede manalangin. Ama, ikaw po pinakamapangyarihan sa lahat. Minamahal ko po ng puri. Patawad po sa lahat ng aming mga nagawang kasalanan, pagkukulang. Salamat po sa biyaya ng buhay at sa lahat ng mga biyaya pinagkaloob niyo po sa amin itong linggong ito. Sana po'y patuloy ang pag-bless niyo po sa amin at pag-ingat niyo po sa amin. Gabayan niyo po kami sa aming mga trabaho at aming po mga tungkulin sa aming pamilya. Yun po, sana po yung pangalagaan niyo po ang aming mga pamilya sa bahay, sa eskwelahan, at sa kanilang mga trabaho din. Panalangin po namin ito sa ngalan ng inyong anak na si Jesus. Amen.
Thank you, Engineer Calamba. For the roll call of attendees, Engineer Rejoan Magkale, DPWH member. Engineer Carlo Jose Calabia, DPWH member. Mr. Leonardo S. Magkale, second back Secretariat member. Engineer Jaime Lacani, regular member. Engineer Precious Marites Elio, presenter from Planning and Design section. Engineer Cesar John Katipa, presenter from Planning and Design section. Engineer Yodel G. Silverio, presenter from Maintenance section. Mr. Hermogenes Ubaldo, DPWH member. Engineer Rosmond Fulo, Provisional member. Engineer Dwight Jan Astom, our chairperson. And yours truly, Maureen Abad, Secretariat member. We would also like to acknowledge the attendance via Zoom of the following: Engineer Eduardo Gallardo, Provisional member. Miss Imelda Constantino, DPWH member.
Present po.
Miss Ian Crizel Torrecampo, Secretariat member.
Present po.
Engineer Raymond Muya, DPWH member.
Present po.
And Engineer Chess Morris Tobias, our Secretariat head. Okay, to officially start our procurement activity for this morning, we have our chairperson, Engineer Dwight Chan.
Thank you, Ma'am Mina. Good morning, back members, back secretariat, and back DPWH. Viewers from our social media platform via Zoom and YouTube. And sa ating prospective bidders. Welcome. Welcome po sa ating procurement activity for today, pre-bid conference for civil works with invitation to bid number 2024-24. So this pre-bid conference under the Procurement Law of the Philippines, Republic Act 9184 is primarily conducted to minimize the occasions of bidders' disqualification due to non-compliance with the bidding requirements. This conference aims to ensure that all potential bidders have a clear understanding of the procurement process, terms, and conditions. The key objectives of the pre-bid conference as follows: clarify bidding requirements, address queries and concerns of potential bidders regarding the bidding process, prevent disqualification, minimize instances of disqualification due to non-compliance with bidding requirements, to promote transparency, fast
open and procurement process, and ensure accountability. Encourage accountability among public officials involved in the procurement process. So by attending the pre-bid conference, potential bidders can gain a better understanding of the procurement process, reducing the risk of disqualification and promoting a more transparent accountability. For our first project application of pavement markings for road safety along Calamba and Cruz Junction Road, Manila South Road, and Calamba Tagaytay Road. We contract ID number 24 DI 0184, and approved budget for the contract is 5 million pesos. Second project is construction of flood control structure along Santa Rosa River near CALAX Bridge, Santo Domingo side, Santa Rosa City. The contract ID number 24 DEI 0185. And approved budget for the contract is 96,500,000 pesos. For our last project, preventive maintenance, secondary roads, Santa Rosa-Ulat-Tagaytay Road, kilometer 45 plus 660 to kilometer 46 plus 000, kilometer 47 plus 380 to kilometer 48 plus 565, and kilometer 49 plus 000 to kilometer 49 plus 178. We got a ID number 25 TI 0019, and the group budget for the contract is 136,523,375 pesos only. To start po, may we call on the presenter of the planning and design section for the discussion of each project. Thank you.
Okay, so every after presentation po, you may raise your questions or clarifications on the presented project.
Good morning po. I'm Engineering po of maintenance section. Ang first present po natin is application of pavement markings for road safety along Calamba, Santa Cruz, Famy Junction Road, Manila South Road, and Calamba Tagaytay Road. Ang location po natin is Pilihan City, Santa Rosa City, Cabuyo City, Calamba City, and Los Baños, Laguna. Project information quantity is 5,462.70 square meter. Project description is application of thermoplastic painting. Ang ADC po natin is 5 billion pesos. Project duration po is 60 calendar days. Program of works. Description po. Part A, facilities for the engineer. 8.1.4, provision of progress photographs. Part B, project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization and demobilization. And miscellaneous structure po is reflectorized thermoplastic marking white. Plan and operation. Sa Manila South Road po is ang total length niya is 4,458 meters. Calamba Tagaytay Road is total length of 7,036.9. And station. Plan and location po sa Calamba, Santa Cruz, Famy Junction Road po is from kilometer 57 plus 570.36 to kilometer 59 plus 725.66. Total length na po is 2,152.30.
And plan and location naman po ng pedestrian is San Pedro, Binyan, Santa Rosa, Caburio, and Calamba. Ito po ay puro pedestrian lang sa schools and hospital po ang location. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Good morning po. I'm Engineer Jesser Katigbak from Planning and Design Section, here to discuss the second project. Organizational outcome to protect lives and properties against major floods. Construction/maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems. Construction of flood control structure along Santa Rosa River near CALAX Bridge, Santo Domingo side, Santa Rosa, Laguna. Project alignment po natin is yung highlighted in white. And malapit po siya dun sa CALAX Bridge bago dumating ng CALAX intersection sa Santa Rosa-Ulat-Tagaytay. Site inspection photos po, as you can see, meron pong existing structure sa ilalim. And sa taas po nun, doon tayo gagawa ng rock netting po. Proposed design section view. Ito naman po yung schematic diagram ng magiging installation ng active wire mesh system, showing din po na yung depth ng 6 meter anchor bar and erosion control mat and hydro sealing. And here po we can see the spot detail for the construction, showing the different specifications needed to be conformed by the contractor. Project information po is type of structure, active protection system, slope protection structure. Project allocation is 100 million, ABC of 96.5 million, calendar days of 318 calendar days, and EAW of 3.5%. Summary of quantities po, bali general requirements included po ang field office for the engineer and furniture and fixtures, and photographs, and other general requirements, billboard, occupational safety, mob/demobilization, earthworks po, clearing and graving. And dito po yung main items natin, yung erosion control mat, permanent ground anchor, hydro seeding, and active wire mesh system. Ito po yung typical cross-section natin. Bali yung nasa baba pong purple line, yun yung existing structure natin, and on top po, doon tayo gagawa ng active wire mesh. Minimum equipment is backhoe, dump truck, welding machine, one bagger mixer, air compressor, and boom truck. Yun lang po for the second project. Thank you po.
Good morning po. On behalf of Engineer Alvin and Engineer Precious to present the last project with contract ID number 25DI0019, Preventive Maintenance, Secondary Roads, Santa Rosa-Ulat-Tagaytay Road, kilometer 45 plus 660 to kilometer 46 plus 00, kilometer 47 plus 38 to kilometer 48 plus 565, and kilometer 49+00 to kilometer 49+178. For the project information, project allocation is 141,475,000. ABC is 136,523,375. DEO is 3.5% of the allocation, amounting to 4,951,625. Duration is 216 calendar days. Scope of work is asphalt overlay 100 mm thick. For the dimension, net length of 1,802 meters or 7.289 kilometers. Average width is 15.43 meters. For the project location of the first section, Section 1, kilometer 45+660 to kilometer 46+00. Then for the Section 2, kilometer 47+380 to kilometer 48+565. Then the last section, kilometer 49+00 to kilometer 49+170. Then for the summary of quantities under Part A facilities for the engineer, we have provision of progress photographs. Part B other general requirements, we have project billboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization, demobilization. Under Part C earthworks, we have removal of actual structures or obstruction, 50 mm thick ACP. Under Part E surface course, we have emulsified asphalt, bituminous concrete surface wearing course and binder course, both 50 mm thick. Under Part H miscellaneous structures, we have reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings in white and yellow. For the milling equipment, we have water truck, cold milling asphalt pavement machine, dump truck, asphalt distributor, power broom, asphalt paver, pneumatic tire roller, tandem steel roller, cargo truck, applicator machine, and milling machine. So ito po yung typical natin for the asphalt overlay. So we have our wearing course, 50 mm thick, and then binder course, 50 mm thick. Then ito po ating site validation photos. That's the end of presentation. Thank you po.
So, if there are no concerns, questions, or clarifications, check lang po natin dun sa online natin kung meron ng queries. Also, as for checking, wala pong any questions or clarifications via YouTube. So, with that ends po our procurement. Ay, wait, may presentation pa pala. So let us call Engineer Rejoan for the presentation of the major categories required for each project.
So let's proceed to the major category of works and the category. For the first project, 24 DIC 184, application of pavement markings for road safety, Calamba, Cruz, Famy, Junction Road, Manila South Road, and Calamba, Tagaytay Road. With an ABC of 5 million pesos. The major category of works are the following: road maintenance. Second are the similar category of works: road construction, asphalt for construction of PCP, rehabilitation asphalt, rehabilitation PCCP, maintenance of roads and bridges, new construction, rehabilitation gravel. With the pickup license category, CNB license classifications. Second project is 24DI0185, construction of flood control structure Santa Rosa River near CALAX Bridge, Santo Domingo side, Santa Rosa, Laguna, with an ABC of 96,500,000 pesos. Major category of works, the following are the major category of works: flood control, construction, slope protection. Second is the similar category of works for the roads, construction of slope protection using structural measures, flood control, hydraulics, river control. Fourth for harbor, constraint, flood control, hydraulics. With the license category B and license classification A. Last project 25BI0019, preventive maintenance secondary road, Santa Rosa-Ulat-Tagaytay Road, K0045 plus 660 to K0046 plus 000, K0047 plus 380 to K0048 plus 565, K0049 plus 000 to K0049 plus 170, with an ABC of 136,523,375 pesos only. Major category of works. The following is the major category of works for roads, rehabilitation, asphalt, and for the similar category of works, roads, construction, asphalt. With the pre-called license category and license classification immediately. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, so good morning po ulit. I will be presenting the required documentations for submission po ng ating mga prospective bidders. Okay, so private conference for ITP number 2024-24 for contract ID numbers 24BI0184, 24BI0185, and 25BI0093. Before the agenda, we have the project data, requirements for bidding documents, bid forms, technical and financial proposals, criteria for eligibility screening, preliminary examination of bids, evaluation of bids, and post-qualification. Okay, for the submission of bidding documents, the DPWH Laguna 2nd District Engineering Office will use non-discretionary pass or fail criteria and eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award. For the requirement of bidding documents, we have the instruction to bidders, general conditions of the contract, special conditions of contract, specification, drawings, bill of quantities, and forms. For the eligibility requirements and technical components, so we have the envelope number 1. We have the Class A documents, which consists of the legal documents, the field just registration certificate, the technical documents, which consists of a statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, the single largest completed contract or the SLCC, special pickup license, bid security, the project requirements, and the omnibus sworn statement. For the financial documents, we have the net financial contracting capacity or the NFCC. For the field jobs registration certificate, a valid field jobs registration certificate, it must be platinum membership. So they must include all pages in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the implementing rules and regulations. For the statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, so they must include the contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether it's similar or not similar in nature and complexity of the contract to be. For the SLCC, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid, except other conditions provided under the rules. Special pickup license, this is in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. For the bid security, original copy of bid security, if in the form of a surety bond, they must submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission, original copy of the notarized bid security declaration. For the organizational chart, list of contractors, key personnel, the project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, and foreman to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by the proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. The experience means total years of civil works experience of any nature in construction and engineering consultancy services. They must include also the tax identification number of the key personnel. This is in compliance to Department Order Number 98, series of 2016. They must also include the contact number of the materials engineer. The accredited safety officer, this is required upon issuance of notice of award subject to Department Order Number 98 series of 2014. Submission of contractual safety and health program by the Department of Labor and Employment. First aider with certificate of training issued by Red Cross in compliance with all the requirement for the approval of construction safety and health program, which is also required upon issuance of notice of award. And this is in compliance with Department Order Number 98 series of 2014. Submission of construction safety and health program approved by the Department of Labor and Employment. Implementation of Section 3 of Department Order Number 118 series of 2024 regarding the assignment of accredited contractors and consultants project engineers to DPWH projects, which supersedes Department Order Number 94 series of 2020 and Department Order 156 series of 2023. For the assignment of contractors, consultants, project engineers to DPWH projects, so only accredited project engineers will be assigned to DPWH projects subject to the following limits of assignment. So for project engineer 2, 10 contracts located within the same province for simultaneous assignments, each costing more than 150 million. So for project engineer 1, 11 contracts located within the same province for simultaneous assignments, each costing 100 million to 150 million. For provisional project engineer, 10 contracts located within the same province, simultaneous assignment, each costing less than 100 million. So these are applicable for regional and district offices projects. Okay. For the omnibus form statement, original duly signed omnibus form statement and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative. Original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture giving full authority, power and authority to its officer to sign the omnibus form statement and do acts to represent the bidder. The net financial contracting capacity or the NFCC of the bidder shall be used in the eligibility processing. Prospective bidder must have an NFCC of at least equal to the ABC to be procured as follows, based on IRR section 23.5.2.6. So for the computation of the NFCC, current assets less current liabilities multiplied by 15 less value of portions of all outstanding works under the bidder's ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts to be started, which portions coincide with the contract to be bid. So if in the NFCC, the fixed factor of 15 shall be used in the computation of NFCC regardless of the contract duration. So special pickup joint venture license and valid joint venture agreement in case of joint venture. If applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RE number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide with the provisions of the joint venture agreement in the instance that the bid is successful. For the financial envelope, so yung po yung ating envelope number 2, we have financial bill form, bill of quantities, detailed estimates, and cash flow. So the financial bill form must be in accordance with the form prescribed. Bill of quantities, bill prices, in the bill of quantities. The detailed estimates, including summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming out with the bid. For the cash flow, quarterly or monthly cash flow and payment schedule. Under ITB Clause 20 from our bid data sheet, the bidder shall submit one original and 2 copies of the first envelope, which is the technical, and second envelope, yung ating financial components, of its bid written in indelible ink and shall be signed by the bidder or its duly authorized representatives. All envelopes shall contain the name of the contract to be bid in capital letters. It shall bear the name and address of the bidder in capital letters. It shall be addressed to the procuring entity's back. It shall bear the specific contract identification of this bidding process and has a warning, do not open before the date and time for the opening of bids. The bidder shall enclose their original eligibility technical documents in one sealed envelope marked original technical component, and the original of their financial component in another sealed envelope marked original financial component, sealing them all in an outer envelope marked original. So each copy of the first and second envelope shall be similarly sealed, duly marking the inner envelopes as copy number 1 or 2, technical component, copy number 1 or 2, financial component, and the outer envelopes as copy number 1 or 2. These envelopes containing the original copy shall be enclosed in one single envelope. The bid documents, so the technical and financial proposal, must be both bounded or fastened at the left side with air tag in A4 size of bond paper, font size 10 or up in 70 to 100% scale, with documentary stamps and paginated as per the market order number 19 series of 2002. Please refer also to the Department Order number 11 series of 2017 for the minimum materials testing equipment And Department Order number 127 series of 2018, the strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Inclusion of the minimum materials testing equipment in the technical component of the bid. So please refer to Department Order number 11 series of 2017 for the minimum materials testing equipment and Department Order number 127 series of 2018. So yun yung strict application po ng RA 9184 para sa conduct ng post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH.
Missionary receipt of bids. Legal references. Department Order number 87, series of 2020. Electronic submission and receipt of bids for the procurement of civil works contracts. GPPB Resolution number 09-2020 dated May 7, 2020. Approving measures for the efficient conduct of procurement activities during a state of calamity or implementation of community quarantine or similar restrictions. Authorizing the submission and receipt of bids through electronic means or email. 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Electronic submission and receipt of bids procedures. Number 1. Post the invitation to bid and bidding documents. Responsible person, Back Secretariat. Rules. Must be posted in the DPWH and PhilJet's website and at any conspicuous place for 7 calendar days per Section 21 of IRR of RA 9184. Number 2. Create the contract ID folder in the eBid portal. Responsible person, Back Secretariat. Rules. Shall be done under posting of the invitation to bid and bidding documents. The folder name should be consistent with the contract ID scheme provided under DEO number 33 series of 2018. Here are the examples. Number 3. Purchase the bidding documents. Responsible person, contractor. Rules. Section 17.4 and Appendix 8 guidelines on the sale of bidding documents of the IRR of RA 9184. Number 4. Send the proof of purchase of bidding documents, official receipt. Responsible person, contractor. Rules. Item number 3A of DO number 87 series of 2020. File format. PCAB ID _ contract ID _ official receipt.pdf. Email subject format. Official receipt for contract ID. Must be in PDF. Must be sent prior to the deadlines of submission of bids. Only bidders with system accepted proof of payment shall be allowed to submit their electronic bids. Here are the examples. Number 5. Send the electronic bid. Responsible person, contractor. Rules. Item number 3D, number 3E, number 3I, and number 3M of DO number 87 series of 2020. File format. PCAB ID _ contract ID _ B.zip or .rar/7z. Email subject format. Bid submission of contract ID. Must be in a password-protected archive format. Shall be contained 2 password-protected archive files. The technical and the financial proposal. Number 6. Send the electronic bid if split into 2 due to attachment file size limitation of the email service provider used. Responsible person, contractor. Rules. Item number 3I of DO number 87 series of 2020. Email subject format. Bid submission 1/2 for contract ID number. Bid submission 2/2 for contract ID. Here are the examples. Electronic bid, main archive file. Under these are technical proposal archive folder and the financial proposal archive folder. Under the technical proposal archive folder is the technical proposal folder, and under the technical proposal folder is the technical documents PDF. Under the financial proposal archive folder is the financial proposal folder, and under this is the financial documents PDF. Number 7. Send the bid modification, if any. Responsible person, contractor. Rules. Item number 3J and number 3M of DO number 87 series of 2020. File format. Pickup ID underscore contract ID underscore bid underscore modification underscore x.zip or RAR/.7z. Email subject format. Bid modification X for contract ID number, where X represents the number of bid modification submitted. Must be in a password protected archive format. Number 8. Send the letter of non-participation, if any. Responsible person, contractor. Rules. Item number 3K of DO number 87 series of 2020. File format. Pickup ID underscore contract ID underscore non-participation.pdf. Email subject format. Non-participation for contract ID must be in PDF. Number 9. Send the letter of bid withdrawal, if any. Responsible person, contractor. Rules. Item number 3L of DO number 87 series of 2020. File format. Pickup ID underscore contract ID underscore bid withdrawal.pdf. Email subject format. Bid withdrawal for contract ID must be in PDF. Number 10. Close the contract ID folder in eBid portal. Responsible person, back secretariat. Rules. Item number 3G of DO number 87 series of 2020. Rename the contract ID folder in eBid portal to contract ID underscore closed on the deadline of submission and receipt of bids. Number 11. Download the bids from the eBid portal to the local computer. Responsible person, back secretariat. Rules. Item 5A DO number 87 series of 2020. Number 12. Provide the password for the main archive file, electronic bid and the technical proposal archive file. Responsible person, contractor. Rules. Item 5A of DO number 87 series of 2020 should only be disclosed verbally in writing during the actual bid opening, which may be done in person or through video conferencing, webcasting, or other similar technology available. Bidder shall be given a maximum of 3 attempts or a period of 15 minutes, whichever comes first, to provide the correct password, except in unforeseen justifiable circumstances. Otherwise, the bidder shall be disqualified. The bidder may also be subjected to the sanction under DO number 17, series of 2015 or 3-strike policy, as may be warranted under the circumstances. Number 13. Open the main archive, electronic bid, and the technical proposal archive file. Responsible person, back secretariat. Rules. Item 5A of DO number 87 series of 2020 and section 30.1 of IRR of RA 9184. Number 14. Provide the password for the financial proposal archive file. Responsible person, Back Secretariat. Rules. Item 5A of DO 98, number 87, series of 2020, shall only be disclosed verbally in writing during the actual bid opening, which may be done in person or through video conferencing, webcasting, or other similar technology available. Bidder shall be given a maximum of 3 attempts or a period of 15 minutes, whichever comes first to provide the correct password, except in unforeseen justifiable circumstances. Otherwise, the bidder shall be disqualified. The bidder may also be subjected to the sanction under DO number 17, series of 2015, 3-strike policy as may be warranted under the circumstances. And last, number 15. Open the financial proposal archive file. Back Secretariat. Item 5A of DO number 87, series of 2020, and section 30.1 of IRR of RA 9184. Missionary.
Before the deadline for submission of bids on or before November 20, 2024 at 9 p.m. And for the opening of bids immediately after the deadline of submission at DPWH Laguna Second Building on the conference room currently Bangkok, Spanish Laguna. So bids must be duly received by the Back Secretariat for the manual submission. So sa DPWH Laguna Second District Engineering Office, Barangay Pampangos, Baños, Laguna, or you may submit your bid through electronic submission at electronic_bids_Laguna Second at Laguna2 at dpwh.gov.ph. So please be informed that the required bidding documents are posted and available at the DPWH website and projects for your reference and guidance. So thank you po. So check lang po natin kung may mga queries or clarifications sa ating online. Okay, so upon checking, wala po. If there are no other questions, inquiries, or clarifications, that ends po our procurement activity for this morning. Thank you for attending.